What is up, you guys? It's been a minute since my last upload, but today I have a cool and exciting video. Had a lot of stuff going on in my life lately, moving houses, running a business, so on and so forth. But I've still been tinkering with my bow, just like Dan with Elk Shape always says, always be tinkering. So in today's video, I want to show you guys what I have recently built for my trad setup. Still shooting a trad bow. I have the Hoyt Satori set up in a completely different way just because I've been toying around with this new idea and it's been really shooting nicely and I've been having a lot of fun with it. So I want to bring that fun to you guys. Maybe some of you guys have some interest, maybe you don't. But if you guys haven't seen in the other videos, when I was talking about my trad bow, I was really stuck on trying to come up with a new arrow setup that worked really, really well for my trad bow and my regular stick bow. So I had a long bow, I got rid of that, just wasn't my style. And then I've still got the Satori and I've still got the traditional takedown bear, which I really, really have enjoyed. But I have a video on these arrows. These are the Rampage Black Eagle arrows that I built with the 4-fletch trad fletching. Literally has been an amazing arrow. I still shoot these. But you guys, I'm gonna show you guys something that has been so much fun. I'll get some shooting in as well today. And I just wanna put this out there. It has been a really, really cool experience shooting this bow, the way that I have it set up. And I think that some of you guys are also gonna try it. If you got another bow sitting around and you don't wanna mess up your complete setup, like I have 2 bows, then it's definitely worth a shot because it is a good time. So let's break into it. So I changed my Satori setup. And as you guys know, most of these bows are shot with 3 fingers under a thumb hook, off the shelf. That's 99% of the time. If you guys can see, I have a whisker biscuit and a D-loop on this bow. Oh my gosh. So this is a new setup. Still shooting the same exact arrows, but I've changed it up. Okay, I have another video on the these gold tip hunter arrows with the, I don't know, I forget what this is, the Phoenix vane by AAE. It's a trad vane that they made. They weren't shooting that well for me, but I have figured out how to actually make these things fly awesome. So I'll talk about that a little bit in today's video as well. But the main thing I wanted to bring to you guys and show you is how much fun shooting this particular bow with a whisker biscuit and a freaking release. Oh my gosh, I'm having a good time with it. And what's cool and exciting is that because of the whisker biscuit, I can actually shoot standard fletchings through this bow. So this arrow right here, I shoot out of my compound. It's a 300 spine, so I'm shooting a 70-pound compound. 70-pound, compound. This is a 300 spine Easton long range, so it's the 4 mil with the, I think it's a 75 grain outsert and a 125 grain point. So the arrow is like 465 grains with a AAE hybrid 3-fletch. It's the 4-inch 3-fletch with a right twist on it. So I can actually shoot this bow, this arrow, and have an amazing, amazing flight and an amazing result. So I kind of wanted to show you guys that, talk to you guys about the setup. I'm not going to shoot right here. I'm shooting a Carter Wise Choice release, and I just had this pop into my mind. Why not try it? Why not just see what it's all about? And I took it to my bow shop, Chandler over there at the hunting house. He was like, dude, what are you doing? This is crazy. We set it up, and he could even admit that this is a really fun bow to shoot. Your aiming point changes and the way that we shoot this changes, but in terms of being accurate and confident in your shot, this setup is unbelievably accurate. So I'm gonna show you guys what this looks like when I shoot. 1 second. All right, so I'm shooting the AAE vane with that Easton long range. I'm gonna show you how this shoots. Wow. And what's so cool is I can go straight over to this Rampage. This is a 500 spine arrow, the 4-fletch with the trad vanes. Okay, and I can have a perfectly flying arrow. Whoo, and it's fast too. Then I could jump over to an Easton 400 high velocity, the Sonic 6.0s with a Blazer 3-fletch right twist, and I can have a perfectly flying arrow. So the Whisker Biscuit really does correct a lot of the issues that you find when you're trying to find an arrow for your recurve shooting off the shelf. 3 different arrow spines, 3 different arrow weights, 3 different arrow vanes, 3 different arrow lengths, and every single one of them shot perfect out of this bow with the Whisker Biscuit. And I'm telling you guys, try it. Go get yourself a release, a handheld release, which I'm new to handheld release. I just started shooting this. Used to shoot a trigger, like an actual index trigger. And with my compounds, I went to this. I'm shooting more accurate with this. And because I had, Whisker Biscuit laying around, I wasn't shooting this bow as much as I was shooting the other takedown. I set this up, and I'm telling you guys, I almost prefer now shooting this over that. And it's probably just a phase for me, but it's seriously so much fun. So I'll shoot another couple arrows, and you guys can see how sweet this thing is and what the release looks like, what my anchor looks like. But I'm telling you, it's a setup that I think that if you've never played with or ID'd with, you should try. I've never known or seen of any videos online of guys doing this, but it is a fun time and a fun setup. And your anchor changes and the way that you release changes because there's no forgiveness, right, in the draw. I don't have a back wall that I can hold for a while. So it's really a different way of shooting, obviously. But boy, it's fun. And it's accurate, too. I can't tell you guys, it's so accurate. 3 different arrows, 3 different vanes, 3 different arrow lengths. And they just bullets the entire time. So let me know your guys' thoughts. Let me know your guys' feelings on this. Am I crazy for doing this, or am I onto something here? I'm not obviously going to ever shoot this with a expandable broadhead. I was playing and toying around with that idea, but there's just not enough kinetic energy for this to actually make sense, and I would never want to wound an animal. So I've been shooting the QADs and Slick Tricks. And they fly so good out of this bow. This is set up on the Rampage, and that's actually what I would hunt with, is this arrow, the Rampage arrow. Just because I do get good arrow flight with these other arrows, this is still a better setup, and it's a faster, more flat shooting arrow at distance. So I would stick with this over any of the other arrows. And I'd probably shoot the QAD. If I were to do it, I'd have 4 arrows in the quiver, QADs, and then I'd have a Slick Trick if I were to just try to pump it out. Maybe it wasn't quite as far of a shot. I would run with a Slick Trick just to see, because they're very deadly, and I've had some good success with the Slick Tricks. But I'm telling you guys, so much freaking fun. Go check it out. Go to your local archery shop, put a D-loop on your extra bow, grab a Whisker Biscuit, get it all leveled out, and just go have some fun. Shoot this thing. It's going to be awkward, and it's going to feel weird in the beginning, but then, hey, you get used to shooting it this way, and you're going to be like, dang, I might stick to this for a bit. I mean, I find myself out here shooting 50 to 100 arrows every single day through this bow because it's just such a fun time. And you could really challenge yourself. You could push the limits with this thing. I find it to be almost more accurate because my release is the same every time. The problem that I'm facing is my anchor point. It changes every once in a while. So I haven't totally figured out where, I want to set that anchor in. If I can get it back to my ear and my jawline, boy, you would get some serious kinetic energy out of that bow. And I'm going to try that actually right now. So this is with the 75 grain outsert, 125 grain point AE long range. This is the 4mm arrow. I'm going to pull it way back. More. Whoa, wicked fast. Let's shoot one more. This is the Sonic 4.0. I'm going to try to draw this thing all the way back to my jawline, my ear. Let that be an anchor. Holy smokes. smokes, you guys. I want you to see how fast this is. It's ridiculous. So if you guys can see, my arrow or my target is right there. I'm shooting a gold tip hunter. It's gonna be a long draw. Look at how straight and how fast that thing is. I don't know how good you guys can see that, but my gosh, this is a super fun setup. I think that you guys would literally enjoy this so much. So quick, so fast, so fun. Go set up a bow, get yourself a release, put a D-loop on it, and watch how much fun you're gonna have. I mean, I had actually my friend, my buddy, my good buddy Kyle. He doesn't shoot with a handheld, doesn't shoot recurves. He's all against it for all these years. He starts coming over shooting this bow, shooting this release, and he bought the same release. He's like, I'm getting a new bow. Because you guys, it's a good time. You want to talk about just going out and flinking some arrows? This is the way to do it. It's a blast. So go check this setup out. Get yourself a freaking release. Go have some fun. Drop in the comments below what your thoughts are. If I should try anything else that you guys have thought of, you don't want to do yourself, let me know, because I love changing it up and trying new things. But with that, you guys, it's a quick video. Stay plugged in, stay tuned in. Mule Deer Junkie merch is live on the website if you guys want to check it out. If you love mule deer hunting like me, then go get yourself a hat. Peace.